what did we expect from a Star Trek sequel? We expected visually appealing, good acting, and a fairly good plot. We felt that Star Trek Beyond delivered on these things, but there were a few loopholes that we noticed while watching. So to kick off with the good, which is always a good place to start, the cast overall was great.
Yeah.
The cast of good guys, of course, the crew of the Enterprise, we felt that their camaraderie and the way they just inhabited their characters was really, really good. It felt nostalgic but fresh at the same time.
Yeah.
I still think that Zachary Quinto is possibly the best cast in the whole movie, in the whole franchise so far. But Kirk was good as well.
I think it speaks a lot to what you hear about interviews, that this is really a cast that has grown to become a family over time, and that definitely comes across on screen and definitely adds a huge amount to this movie.
Which makes Anton's death so much more sad. But I felt like they really put a lot of footage of him in the film, so it was nice to see that. It was good. So the characters and cast, very, very cool. The good guys.
Also, visually, which is what we're coming to expect with more recent Star Trek movies, was exceptionally good. Charlie and I both think that the second movie probably was better in that regard. But visually, it's still very stunning. Also, just in terms of just being something that's entertaining and enjoyable to watch, also right up there. The fight scenes, I feel like, were a little bit too cut and mash.
Yeah.
And a little bit too jerky, but still entertaining, still enjoyable. You're definitely going to be entertained by watching this movie.
A good sci-fi.
Yeah, a good sci-fi. Ultimately, however, the problem, because it was so entertaining, is we feel like that overshadowed and overpowered what was also an important part of any Star Trek whatever, and that is the message that comes across. Star Trek's always, I'm not the biggest Trekkie, but Star Trek's always come across to me as being more the intellectual rather than the entertainment.
Yeah, it's always about teamwork, unity, working as a crew, knowing who you are through other people, that type of thing. So that's usually the message, but it didn't come through as strong.
Yeah, there were parts where it sort of was pushed a little bit, but ultimately it was upstaged by the overall entertainment value.
And the action.
And so those of you who are going in for that side of the Star Trek franchise are going to feel a little bit disappointed about that.
The banter between the team was
But
good.
the banter,
on that note though, as much as we know Star Trek is about them discovering unknown planets, etc., it is getting a bit monotonous for me personally. I mean, we go through the same thing of them being successful in a mission, then Kirk wants to leave, then they find a harmful device, then it's a planet of, green and brown, and it's ugly, and then, it's just
oh my
becoming...
gosh, she just wrote the script for the fourth one.
It's just becoming a bit monotonous.
Rinse, repeat.
Exactly. Although the show was always based on similar premise, but it's just feeling like, is there any way that we can make it fresh and also not make the villains always look like orcs? It's just becoming how much more can we see of that? But yeah, that was a main problem for me.
And I think, at least for me, the biggest problem is that, and it was especially obvious when you compare it to a crew that's so strong and characters that are so well developed, is that the villain in this movie was was particularly underdeveloped, I think. They tried to force some more dimensions onto him right at the end, and by that stage it was a bit too late, and didn't quite feel like it didn't fit in with anything else we had learned about the villain along the way. I still don't know why he wanted really to destroy everything, especially why he wanted to destroy everything. I got why he wanted to destroy Starfleet, maybe.
Yeah, but not innocent people.
But not innocent people, not everyone that came there. That motivation didn't work too well with me, and that's a problem. I mean, when one of the key plot points in your movie has got to be defeat the villain through unity, and the villain is not particularly well developed, it does make for a weaker movie, and which is why we also think on that front, the recent second Star Trek was a better movie.
And I also feel like they wasted a good actor like Idris Elba.
Yeah.
He's got so much character and he really takes on a role and just rips it to shreds. But it just seemed like the character didn't allow him to do that.
Yeah.
Let alone the makeup where you could barely recognize that it was him until like the last 10 minutes.
But it's potentially a bit of the point.
Yeah, obviously, but I mean, it's him, you know. Let's give him as much as he can to take this role on. But overall, if you want to be entertained, if you want something that's visually appealing, if you want to see the good guys really like come out on top and do their thing, kick butt, then this is a movie for you. Hardcore Trekkies, I'm not sure if you're going to enjoy it. I'm not one of you, so I can't.
I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it seems a bit generic for the hardcore Trekkie fandom. But yeah, if you want a good sci-fi, definitely go check it out. So how many thumbs are you giving it, Matt?
This has been the more difficult one, but yeah. Now I'm following you, but yeah, I'm on the 1 thumb page.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for watching. I'm Talia.
I'm Matthew.
And this has been the Critics Review of Star Trek Beyond.